What is going on, muln fans? Welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry, I had family come into town. I totally forgot to give you guys a heads up, and they just left. So I can finally get back to making some videos again. Hopefully come on here, chat with you guys a little bit. If you've been following my Twitter, I was still active on there. We had some great call-outs over the past 2 days, 3 days. Some nice runners. So hopefully you guys were around on the Twitter and caught on some of those. Anyway, let's get into muln. Let's talk about it. I had a pretty decent day today. So basically, I have not looked into any filings. Like I said, I've had family here for like 4 or 5 days, and they just left. But I did see this pop up, and I saw a little bit of action going on in muln charts. So it says shareholders approved all proxy-related proposals. So obviously, they got their increase of shares, right? And that was part of the whole guarantee of not doing a reverse split, right? If they got those extra shares, then they wouldn't pursue the reverse split, they told us. So it looks like they're going to stick true to that plan as of right now. Have until March 6th to meet NASDAQ. That's not very far off. We'll see if things get crazy or not. Again, if dilution starts coming in or not, or if David's going to let this thing try to naturally run and see what can go on. I think we got a lot of the worry out of the way. Now we just need to see how it comes into the market and affects us. Looks like they will intend to file for an extension from NASDAQ for up to about 180 days. So that would be approximately September 6th, 2023. And if they still fall short, they are going to obviously end up doing a reverse split. So not out of the woods, but let's see how we respond, I guess, between now and March, and then what happens from March to September, and just what's going on with the price action, and does it feel like we're getting diluted, and how much interest comes in, and go from there. Obviously, they can change this mind at any point if things aren't going the way they need it to, or perhaps he just out of the blue does a reverse split. I mean, it could happen. There's no reason it couldn't. Even in their 8K, I think it said they could change their mind in their forward-looking statements for if plans or situations change. So let's keep that in mind. The ortex, how we look in there, 13.33% live short interest, and coming in at 189.04 million. Cost to borrow average 17.42%, 100% utilization. So I don't think a whole lot's changed there, just ever so slightly if it has. What I did like today, we're jumping ourselves back out, kind of bouncing off the top of this box right here at 33 cents that we did not want to be trapped in. So I like to see that. We're sitting at 33 cents right now as of after hours. We'll see how we continue to hold. Again, we're just playing pretty much our fib lines that are over here. I can zoom in for you so that you can see those. Right now, 32.81 is pretty close, so right at 33 cents. We'll see if that holds, which is also on top of our box here. I'll need to drag these over, get everything kind of updated again. From 33, we're looking hopefully somewhere to 36. From 36, we would love to break out up here in that 40-cent range, which would put us around 41.29, and then 48 cents to the upside. We fall back in this box, you guys know the game plan. It's 25 to 33. So far, it's been holding up, and with all of this out of the way finally, not having to focus on what's going to happen at the meeting. Everybody kind of knows what's going on at the meeting right now, so shouldn't be hopefully not any more surprises. We'll just see how it continues to hold, but our trend line, RSI, that we have been following, it is looking like it's trying to curl back around and get its little bounce on the 5 minutes. It made a nice move on the 30. How we looking? Still above it on the 1 hour, hanging in there on the 4 hour, and on the daily got a nice bounce as well right off of our trend line that we've been following. So far the trend is our friend. I know it doesn't always feel like we are making much headway, but I think slowly but surely things are just kind of piece by piece coming together one way or the other. So, we all we can do is take it one day at a time. We know the battle we're up against. Hopefully we get some nice news that pops out here in the near future and just continues to carry us on along. So let's see if 33 cents holds. Like I said, you guys know the game plan. If we lose 33 cents, then do what you do. And you wait and see where that support is, probably back down at 28 or 25 cents. Rinse and repeat until you feel comfortable with what you are risking as far as muln goes. I can't tell you how to play your position. It is your position and it is your decision, but I mean, it's so far so good. It's been working since we've been playing these videos for a couple of months now. So until things change, that is still my plan of action, and you guys gotta come up with your own plan of action, and we will go from there. So what am I looking for tomorrow? Really, I'm just looking for 33 to hold. Tesla had earnings. I forgot all about that tonight. Tesla. How's Tesla looking? Tesla, well, they must have been pretty much right in line with earnings, and they might have had the move priced in. Let's see if Tesla has any guidance. I haven't seen any news as far as that goes, but pretty flat, which is good, right? We see a little pop up, a little drop down, but right back to flat around the day, maybe a little bit higher. So that's good. I want to see the EVs going strong. I think that could have a lasting impact, hopefully, for plenty of the other EV plays out there. So let's see if Tesla can get some wheels back under it and start moving in the right direction. I mean, I feel like it was undervalued for quite a while, but what do I know? I just know where it's come from and been beaten down too. So, I mean, it has potential to make a pretty nice recovery, but I mean, anytime I see Tesla down here in 90 to 100, it has my attention because I just can't imagine, first mover advantage being valued much less than that, whether you like them or not, whether you like Elon or not. Doesn't matter. They got first mover advantage and they have a very nice cult following that has been with them for a long time, and they sell a lot of cars for being an EV. So they are doing their thing. Let's see if that would help bring us up and along here in muln and have a little bit of an impact on us. I mean, the markets are running hot. They're looking great. And how long can it hold? I don't know, but take it while it's there, right? Just play the direction it's going, and the trend is your friend. We don't know. We just play along. We're along for the ride. So could it be a little cup looking for a handle and a continued push up to our trend line? Will we get that trend line breakout finally? I'm not sure. I mean, it's sitting dead set in the middle. Tesla's earnings didn't hurt it too bad. Could go either way. I think it's a toss up. I mean, we are pretty much right there. So I would be looking, I guess, if you are playing SPY. You're in no man's land, so find the trend. This could be a cup or it could be a lower high, in all honesty. They could have just ran it back for Tesla in the meantime. So keep an eye on that as well, because to me, I see tap, 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 and I'm seeing lower highs. So we'll see if we get that breakout there, if Tesla and if the markets want to allow that to do a little bit of a run. Could it be a little bit of a falling broadening for now? Potentially, just in small scenario time frame. If so, it's got quite a ways to come back down for another tap. So, I mean, I do still think the markets are probably working their way out. I just think with FOMC coming up next week, maybe it's going to coast somewhere in the safety net zone, 395, give or take a few bucks either way. We might see a little bit of just consolidation happen there and see how it all plays out going into next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then perhaps we'll start seeing some bigger movements from there. So as of right now, I would just take what the market's giving you. Don't get greedy. You don't got to make 100% on every trade. If you see a 10%, take the 10%. Get into a new position when the time's right. Take another 10%. So you got to make 10% trades instead of sitting there hoping that you get one 100% trade. in the monies. Give yourself a little extra time. Day or two extra on the contracts. They still move very nice. I know they're a little more expensive, but gives you a little bit of a safety net too if you're not so good with keeping your stop losses, or you're like, man, I might have been just one day early and you want to hold something overnight. I don't like to hold things overnight. Sometimes I do. I break my rules, but just depends on how much time I have on the contracts and how right I think I am. All right, guys. Well, keep an eye on it. Like I said, SPY could go either way. You're either going to get a breakout, we're going to push back up, or this is going to be a rejection into like a falling broadening. I do think hopefully somewhere in that 395, like I said, give or take a few bucks either direction, at least that'll be a little bit stable for the markets and let us do maybe our own thing, or at least move naturally and not be hammered by the markets overall. And let's see what Tesla does as well, as far as what after hours and tomorrow brings for it after earnings and guidance, and hopefully things are good there. So nice being back with you guys. I hope you all were safe over the weekend and these past couple days that I missed you. I will catch you in the next one. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.